Hi, I'm Paula Gloria, producer of The Whole Tooth. I also have another life where I'm a director of a charity. And beyond that, I have another life also, and that's a big interest in states of consciousness, higher states of consciousness, and particularly in healers. And it came to my attention that there was a remarkable saint living in the south of India, Swami Kaleshwar. Swami Kaleshwar is only 27 years old, and yet even as a young boy was able to show great ability to heal and to do miracles. And at one time Swami manifested something for me, and that's this little object that I'm wearing. Now what's interesting about this particular manifestation was he grabbed flowers, he put them in my hands, he had my hands touching his hands, and the flowers, when I opened my hands, became this object. However, it didn't become this object entirely, it was only partly formed. These arms on this left side were not formed. In the morning, when I held it in my hand through the night with other flowers, and I opened it up, it was fully formed. Now I also had an experience during the night of having a severe stomach ache, and when I put this on my stomach, the stomach ache went away. Now many people can say stomach aches come and go, but I happen to know my pattern of stomach aches. And for me, that was very remarkable. Certainly in the morning, seeing that the object was more fully formed than what it had originally been given to me as was also interesting. As Swami Kaleshwar is being interviewed by Alan Steinfeld, all of these topics will be addressed. So thank you for joining us, and without further ado, here's Alan Steinfeld.
I'm here with Swami Kaleshwar. Swami is part of a new tradition of healers, saints, people who want to bring supernatural energy to the planet, and we're going to be finding out today what his message is and what he wants everyone to know. So Swami.
Hi.
Hi. Very nice to be here with you.
Great.
So if people don't know you, what would you want to say to people maybe seeing you for the first time? What message to help them connect to God?
First, they have to say thanks to their father and mother. First of all, each person, and who they really impressed with, any master, any God. Suppose some people they really like Jesus, some people they really like Mother Mary, some people they really like Buddha, and they have to pull their favorite. So they have to start to think on that.
Well, you give people mantras. They have power.
It's like a flame. The mantras, even if you notice, if you don't notice, if you touch the flame, it burns. Mm-hmm. The mantras, the vibrations, even if you know that energy, if you don't know that energy, if you do it, it brings the happy and joy in you, the highest peace. Automatically, the high healing vibrations started from your soul.
The mantras themselves have a certain power.
Certain power. The vibrations is like a perfect telephone number to connect the cosmic energy, and to open certain doors of your soul.
And what will that do for people?
It brings a lot of happiness and a lot of self-healing. Mm-hmm. Through the meditation, chanting and chanting some prayers, automatically brings huge joy in their life. Like a washing negativity, removing stress, negativity.
How would you define spirituality and spirit?
Spirituality means, in my perfect, in one sentence, to knowing about themselves. Who are they? Where they came from? What is the purpose of their born in this planet? What is their next life? What is this all illusions? What is the life and death? Is necessary to every creation in this universe to researching on that.
And what is the answer? What?
That is the big challenge, to find the people themselves.
How do you define God?
God means huge love. So they have to melt in the love. Then they can taste it. Then they can tell the people how He is great and how He is sweet.
How did you find this love?
The experiencing through the meditation and giving a lot of healings on the people. Then seeing the result. Then I feel, okay, the God energy flowing from me.
That is what is so dang appealing. He is divine. He can do things. And I've met many saints in India, and I've seen the way they treat him, and I've heard what they say. And the saints in India, old guys, he's 28. He's one of the kind of the big bosses. When the big bosses come around, there's like 12 of them. The youngest one is 55. And they all say the same thing. You're blessed by the mother. And he admits that. She gave me these gifts. It's not my... He received those things, those gifts in his life to be able to do that. It's a blessing from God, and he's a blessed soul. But why is he blessed soul? Why is he the one getting that? His personality is also, someone who is completely interested in serving others, making other people's desires. No interest in that.
But you had a special situation for you. You maybe were born, you came in with memories and knowing.
One part of, and reminding that I really did a huge hard work. A lot of meditations, lot of reading, lot of ancient prayers, ancient spiritual technology. So everything is depending on the hard work.
But you're special in the way that you devoted your life to this hard work.
Yes.
So most people are not so serious, devoted, right?
Well, who was in spirituality, one of main problem nowadays, they have huge unworthy and a lot of guilty, a lot of confusion, no faith, even though they are visiting hundreds of healers, hundreds of spiritual masters.
Right.
But they never stand with one master, or like 100%, okay, I'm doing this process until I experience something. They are like jumping and jumping and jumping, doing some part, again going in confusion, then kicking that channel. Again they are going another master, taking some information, doing 1 or 2 days or 1 week or 1 month. It means who does like a monkey, they can't stand on one branch. So beginning people in the spirituality, I really recommend to stay. If they impressed with one master and one channel, one prayer, whatever it is he taught you, the person, he has to stand on that. Actually, I can say one word, God have no exact any prayers. He only comes in your heart when your heart is open. These are all prayers will bring to you to purify your emotions, your negative qualities. It washes out. So we have to stand with a pure heart, with the one path. Then automatically it brings up everything.
So that's the key that you see, that many people jump around all over the place.
So that's why nowadays the most of people, I can say 80% of people, they were in huge confusion. They don't know what they're doing. But innocently they are visiting many masters, many gurus and many swamis. It means completely they are wasting their life.
Right. People have called you the master of elements. You can bring forth manifestations, you can turn water to wine, you can materialize vibhuti. Is that possible for everybody?
Why not? It's chocolates. To the children, if we want to call them, we have to show some spiritual magics.
Spiritual magic.
Spiritual magic, then they feel so impressed.
The beauty of what Swami brings and what he brought into my own life is when he put his hand out to heal a friend of mine. He says, look, he rubbed his little fingers together like this. He pulled up his sleeve, did this, rubbed his fingers, and out plopped in my hand like a big drop of water, huge splash of water, and it was dry ash that smelled like perfume. I went, wow. And I said to him, how do you do that? He just smiled. I said, can you teach me? He says, you're hungry, I will serve you a meal. Now, he's teaching me to do that kind of stuff. That's not, everybody doesn't want to dedicate their life and time to figuring out some of that stuff. That's more brain surgery. But what he gives people when he demonstrates those miraculous powers is it opens your mind to recognizing there are more possibilities in life than you thought was possible. There are forces that you cannot see that will come to your aid if you ask. And it's all about, unless you believe, you can't pull that energy in. So when you get demonstrations of God's power working to heal someone, and you see it just like that, then you believe. And when you believe, that's the doorway. Unless you believe as if miracles are really possible, they don't happen in your life.
But when was the first time you manifested? That must have been quite a shock or surprise to create vibhuti or what God.
It's not manifesting, it's a transformation.
Yeah.
When you connect to the deepest power, I can show you some, when I'm giving interviews with Indians,
Yeah.
some little shots. One place to one place, the power of these objects to transfer one place to one place.
Do you go to the place in your mind?
Here, focusing on the object, bringing that.
Because you know, for the West, materialization is
It's like a fun.
It's fun and it's fascinating because it goes against the laws of science, right? It's impossible for the Western mind to understand how something can appear.
Doug Henning was my best friend for years, who was the first famous magician in this century, who brought back magic and did Las Vegas shows. He was the first one to bring the whole thing back. I was backstage. I know how all the tricks are done. My brother's a magician. I understand all that stuff. So I know how to watch. And it took me months to become convinced that when Swami did this stuff, that it wasn't any trick. I was even traveling with him. I looked through his suitcase to see what's happening. None of it. It just, he does it. And so that opened my mind. And he even told me, he brought me around on my journeys, around India at least, to other miracle people. Because he says, good for you to see it. The more you can see it, the more you believe it's possible, the more familiar you become with it, and then you're able to pull that energy more. And I know it has certainly had a profound effect on me. And even hearing about it, even for people that aren't able to see him or do it, but just to talk to somebody who's actually seen it, you start opening your mind. Maybe it's possible.
If we can understand this, then maybe the whole world can go into a spiritual level.
It's not necessary. We can create the beautiful thoughts, beautiful channels to open through the meditations. What I gave already to my students in Christmas program, unbelievable meditation techniques, healing technique. It brings unbelievable help. It's a big miracle.
Right, but I think for the West, what's so valuable about you, because you're so open to the West, is that we can develop a new science because of your techniques of materialization, of transmuting energy, transferring energy.
How he can do those things, he always says the same thing. And even today, I still have doubts. There has to just be some technique, some mantra, some process that you do that you get this stuff. But he constantly, and I've grilled him on it. I've asked many times, and the answer is always faith, open heart. Faith and open heart. The level of his faith is like that, to pull that energy. The level of his heart to open, to surrender so completely. The strength of his love is that strong. Who he is, what he is, there's no way I can know that. Unfortunately, you can't see that. I can't see the top of the mountain when I'm standing at the bottom.
My manifestations and these miracles, it's not my messages through that. It's only big changing the energy, how to shift my energy to another, how to suck his energy in me,
How to pull his energy
how to pull his energy
into you.
to me, to purify that, again send it back.
Ah,
Real manifestation is to creating the spiritual lights in each person, each human being. That's the big miracle.
it's beautiful.
So that is very important to make the lights in their dark homes.
But how did you learn how to do that?
Through the angels, connecting the angels, it helps.
Now, how
It
did you?
only works for the good, it never works for the bad.
How did you know how to connect to angels?
All this technology, when you are in the deepest silence, you can hear the music, you can hear the messages, you can start to see the spirits and the angels.
Because many people have said they've done angel meditations and they actually see these angels appear in front of them.
It's possible. Why not?
These were your teachers, these angels.
Yes.
And they told you how to materialize, how to.
It brings everything.
And these angels have a special healing when people.
Abilities. When you connect with some special holy angels, then automatically the angels will help you to do some great job in the society.
So you want to bring healing is your big.
Message, one of the
What else is your big message here?
One is the best to knowing themselves, to bringing highest willpower in themselves, even though they have huge illusions around them, lot of negativity, lot of bad instances happening, keeping on in their life. They have to be very strong, to confident on the God and themselves. If they have no faith on God, it's very difficult to bring confidence on themselves. Even though there are some people that are saying, oh no Swami, we never believe on the God, but we have so much confidence on themselves. I won't agree. Even though whatever the willpower is coming in yourself, it's only coming through the cosmic. Each breathing out, you are taking God energy inside. Pranam, pranavayu, you can say pranavayu, pranayama. You are taking God energy. The air also one of the God creation. If there is no air, how can you survive in this planet?
Yeah.
So He created a greatest gift to you to live in this planet. So you are using that to breathing and breathing out. You're bringing a lot of Shakti inside and you're releasing it.
You're helping people tap into a greater level, and you are creating healers here. That you feel is your mission.
Yes, I want to create the best teachers in the world, to teach what is the real meaning of the God, what is the inner secrets of the cosmic energy.
What are the inner secrets of the cosmic energy?
Inner secrecy, cosmic energy means to knowing of the truth of the God creations.
Right. You exist also on many dimensions, let's say. You know, you do things where you've left your body and you visit some great saints. What's it like to be in these other places?
You're asking interesting questions. When I'm doing my personal practices, and if I say that, nobody can't understand that. Because of the normal people, oh, Swami is making up. Oh, he's making some stories. It doesn't make much sense to them, to normal people.
Pretend you're not talking to normal people, okay? Make believe like we're all at the level where we can understand what you're saying.
Okay, you're so funny. And
It doesn't have to make sense.
to me, it's like a normal.
Yeah.
To me, it's like my spiritual practice and everything, what I'm doing, connecting the angels, leaving the body, coming back in the body. These are all learned from the ancient knowledge, from this, through the palm leaves, the ancient technology of the Vedas. So it's to me normal.
I've been graced by caring for Kaleshwar's body in a state of a deep meditation, of a deep awareness, what he calls samadhi or yoga samadhi, in which he says he takes his soul and travels energetically to some other vibrational realm. I can't tell you I know at all what he means, but I can say what his body looks like during that time. Then there's no sign of life. The heart rate ceases. The pulse cannot be detected either peripherally or with a stethoscope, listening on the chest. There's no respiratory activity, either by observation, palpation, or auscultation. I've been in the presence of death. I know what death is. Definitely, that's death. He told us what to do if he doesn't come back. There's a possibility that he can't come back in. It's a whole technology of how the soul can leave and then enter into the same physical form. Very tricky. Oh my God. Then hours go by, then a day goes by. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm reduced to sitting there contemplating my escape from India, you know? Suddenly, there's a commotion, and I turn around, and he's come back. Oh, I can't tell you. That experience I never had before. I seen the bodies die. I never saw the bodies come back to life. Then it was almost too much.
Your doctor, Clint, he's a Westerner. He was with your body when you left for many hours. Where do you go? And
I went to another planet.
And
there is a huge meeting with the divine souls, and just having a great party there with the divine souls talking on this planet. Hey, what's going on this planet? What is importance to this planet which we can bring the happy and joy? Then everybody meeting and celebrating a big divine souls meeting and coming back.
do you speak to these beings? And they want to, you're like an ambassador from Earth, right?
Many people comes.
What people do you meet there? Who you meet? Buddha or Krishna or?
I met Ramakrishna Paramhamsa,
Yeah.
Yogananda.
Yogananda's there.
Yogananda is there. He's a very powerful soul. And Jesus,
Mm.
Mother Divine, Krishna.
And do you bring those blessings back to Earth from those beings? It's a great job.
It's a fun.
Can other people do that too?
Why not? If they know the perfect way how to go, then automatically even we are in meditation, the messages will come. We have to get ready to go and meet there for certain hours. So whoever staying in this planet on the body or without body, on the time everybody meets there.
It's great. Saints, or I don't know what you want to call yourself, but they go into ecstatic states, right? They go into joyful. Do you feel that joy?
Why not? Why not? I mean, when I'm in meditations, I'm unbelievable happy. Like I'm a huge in a drug.
Is there anything you want for yourself personally?
No need. I'm always in a huge happy.
You're always happy, always enjoy.
Always enjoying God energy.
But you know, I've heard that you don't want to stay here so long. You want to take Mahasamadhi, and why would you, when you have so much to serve, why would you want to leave?
It's I felt I did a hard work. It's enough. One part, then another part. I want to do myself in the deepest practices with my soul, not with the body. To me, it's not possible with my body. The people never put me never to work. I have to always, if I'm in this planet with Talay, huge responsibilities.
Right.
One part, good responsibilities. And one part I want to give the chance to my students, how they can handle it. Of course, everybody has to go one day.
Everybody. Well, you know, in some traditions, Western, and there's the notion of taking your body with you. You know, you change your physical body into light particles, like Jesus.
It's impossible.
You say it's impossible, but you've done so many impossible things.
With the body to disappear?
Yeah.
What I know, the people, they're just making up what my feeling, but I never experienced, because I met unbelievable greatest saints in India, in Himalayas, very powerful people. I also discussed. We came with the physical body is like a big dustbin.
Dustbin.
It's a dustbin, but it is necessary to live in this planet to improve our progress. So
But it's also spirit, right? Our bodies are also.
it's a light. It's a light,
Yeah.
a big, dazzling light. Using the energy for this dustbin to bringing what is necessary. What is the use? My question.
To exist and to come back and to give blessings whenever you want.
They can come with the spirit, with their soul. They can make again fall.
Right.
No need again physical body, wasting a lot of energy. But it's what I studied different energy channels. I never seen that. Maybe it is there. I don't know.
But okay, so what's the most? You've met a lot of saints. What's the greatest thing you've seen when you've met these saints? What impressed you?
What I seen, they cutted their hands. Again, they jointed. They healed themselves. They took the wild cobra themselves. They, in front of me, got bitten. Then, once few seconds, healed.
And they teach you how to do this too?
I only learn one part I know, but it's a lot of process, the Shakti, unbelievable process.
How do you define Shakti? What is Shakti?
Shakti means to receiving the angel's power in you. You are like an angel, walking angel in this planet. You are the man of huge Shakti. To heal the world, to get the commanding, to wash out all the negativity.
You talk about opening channels.
Opening the
which
channel.
channels? In the body?
In the body, in the soul.
Where are these located?
I teach in my talks the 7 very powerful treasure spots mainly, but I recommend 3 is very most powerful. One is third eye, one is the heart, second one is the backside of the navel, the Kundalini Sthana, backside of the navel. It brings the energy up. Third eye, it brings the highest enlightenment. The heart, when you've seen something melodious incident with your eyes, it touches your heart, then you started to cry. You hear something melodious talk, melodious music, without your notice, it touches your heart, it goes to your 3 ears and it goes to touch your heart, and you started to cry. You melt with love. It means the door is opening, huge love. Inner secrecy energy is hidden in you. That melodious music is awakening in you, is opening in you. Then you are melting in the love and you're crying. This means high vibrations, positive vibrations is flowing on you. It's coming from you.
So love is the real key to your teaching.
Key. So my recommendation to really to sit deepest meditation to bring highest joy, to connect with God, suck the highest power, learn higher technology of spirituality.
It's been really great talking to you. I've been talking to a beautiful teacher from India, Swami Kaleshwar, sharing many of his deep, heartfelt teachings with a vital message for the West, and he'll be coming to New York, so I will let everyone know. Thank you for watching. This is Alan Steinfeld, and I'll see you next time.
Hi, this is Paula Gloria. I'm the producer of The Whole Tooth and also the director of the Concordia Foundation. I welcome you to part 2 of this interview with Swami Kaleshwar. This interview is done by Alan Steinfeld of Newrealities. Swami Kaleshwar is a remarkable young 27-year-old manifesting saint. Swami Kaleshwar was only 14 years old when he met his master, Shirdi Sai Baba, who's been dead since 1918. Shirdi Sai Baba is a remarkable saint. He was a remarkable saint living in India. He produced many miracles and he's still highly regarded today. Swami Kaleshwar's claim that he had seen him was met with skepticism at first. Now if you do the math, at 27 and